Hey guys, today I'm just going to talk to you about my Bible study from this summer, and it was based out of Colossians in my journaling Bible, which is ESV. It's the first page of it. So basically what I did every day, most every day, at the end of the day, I would pray in my journal. I actually used this whole journal and this journal all the way to here. So that much of it. This is how I do my evening devotional time because it works better for me to do in the evening than the day. And it's worked really good for me. I did this in the spring in James, and then this summer I did it in Colossians. It wasn't as good as the one in James because I had a lot of fragmentation from being so busy, but I got a lot out of it. So every day what I would do is, I would write a prayer of thanksgiving to God at the beginning, just over things that happened that day, like, thank you God that I don't have to plan my life, but you've got it covered. Please give me trust in your timing. Thank you for growing me and preparing me. Thank you for giving me everything required for life and godliness. And I would just write things I was thankful for every day. And I found out later from my health and wellness class that's actually science proven to rewire your brain and make you more positive and optimistic and have a better day in your life and a better life, and it's really good for your health to be thankful. So I think it's awesome that by doing this I was benefiting my health. And then I was going in order in the Bible, Colossians, and I was just writing different, I wrote down the verses. So I've written down every single verse in the book of Colossians, some of them more than once, and I just write down them, how they broke up. But normally it's 1 to 4 or 5, and I'd write down the verse, and then after I wrote down the verse, I'd write down a prayer to God, help me live out this verse and do these specific things. For example, I had Colossians 3:13 that says, bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, the Lord has forgiven you, you must also forgive. And I just started talking about how it's so crazy how God forgives us and fights for us and everything. Could write it out like this and write the verse out and then make it into a chart to help you understand it more. The other day I had Colossians 3:1 and I just wrote it in a bunch of different scripts that I made up. This was my practice for my Bible journal entry that you can see. If you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, set your minds on things that are above. Then it has an arrow all the way down, not on things of earth. And it says here above, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God. Here's Colossians 1, and once I read through the whole thing in my Bible, and it had written all it, I would pick something that stood out to me, and it's like, this is what stood out for me from this page, this is what stood out for me from this page, this is something that stood out for me this page. I just did a fancy script. This is actually something from a pastor while I was doing it. This is something I wrote on this page. It wasn't from these words, it was from right here, but it was right there. And I just, picking out a main point from each page really helped me focus in on the Bible and think about it more. I hope you enjoyed this look in my devotional time, and if you would like more videos of this, please comment and tell me, and thank you for watching. Sorry for my super messy and crazy way of going through this, but thank you. Bye.